Hey, good morning guys. Bill McMillan here with NDWX.com. Saturday morning, just about 8:30 as we record this video update for you. Heavy rain falling from Terre Haute down to Bloomington and Seymour up to Columbus. Within this area, getting reports of over 1 inch per hour, and some flooding issues are beginning to develop. This moisture will continue to stream north into the city over the next couple of hours. All-day rain expected and at times heavy. Unfortunately, it's as we get into this evening and on into the overnight where the overall rainfall rates are really going to ramp up, and that's in association directly with the remnant moisture from Gordon moving into the southern half of the state before moving into Ohio as we progress into the second half of the weekend. With the stalled frontal boundary, really the rain that we saw yesterday was more directly associated with that. Now we're noticing that easterly flow and the cooler air in here only in the low 60s, and temperatures really won't budge much from where they are today, for that matter, over the next couple of days. We'll put the forecast radar into motion. Again, periods of moderate to at times heavy rain through the day, but as we progress into the evening and on into the overnight, that's when rainfall rates are really going to ramp up and unfortunately result in very dangerous flooding situation during the overnight period. If you don't have to travel tonight, we recommend not traveling. Stay off the roads. Can't stress enough that with this kind of setup, given all the rain that we've seen, combined with what's still to come, areas that typically don't flood will have issues from flooding most likely as we get into Sunday morning. Avoid travel if you can at all tonight on into Sunday morning. Eventually this moisture will lift east as we progress into Sunday morning, and on into the afternoon hours will turn much drier. With that, it'll still remain cooler than average, though, as we kind of get in on the northerly and northwesterly flow around the circulation of Gordon's remnants progressing off to the northeast. Precipitate water values will approach and exceed 2 inches at times across the southern half of the state as we move into tonight and on into very early Sunday morning. What that could do is result in rainfall rates as much as 2 inches per hour as Gordon's remnants move across the southern half of Indiana. So you certainly can see our concern from a rainfall rate, excessive rainfall rates, and runoff and flash flooding will certainly result. Taking a look at forecast temperatures today, as mentioned, really not going to budge much. Mid-60s perhaps, before temperatures for most of central Indiana fall into the upper 50s tonight and on into Sunday morning. Mid-50s perhaps. Temperatures for highs tomorrow afternoon, likely only to approach the mid-60s again. I think that high-res NAM may be a bit too aggressive on the cool temperatures. If we were to look at this and take this verbatim, we're talking a high tomorrow in the upper 50s. That would be nice, but again, I think it's probably a bit too aggressive. We'll see, though. Longer term, though, we get back into some drier conditions, guys, and very pleasant, though, to open early next week. Mid to upper 70s, overnight lows will fall into the mid-50s. We'll have this updated for you on NDWX.com here within the next hour. Big story, though, again, remains the flooding that develops during the evening and overnight across central parts of the state. Again, if you can, please avoid travel, and we'll keep you updated here on NDWX.com.